Hey drummers, Garey Williams is back with another reaction and analysis video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the one and only Vinnie Colaiuta. This is a clip from about 1983 when I first saw Vinnie Colaiuta at a clinic and he blew me away. So we're going to check out some older Vinnie. Here we go. Call and response. Right, left, left, left. Ooh. 2 up, 2 down. 6 strokes, paradiddles and stuff. Tap, tap, flam, tap, flam. So 1 up, 3 down, flam, 3 kicks. 2 up, 2 down. Yep. Love that. Custom drums, bird shells. Single stroke, right hand, right foot. Very high cymbals. He doesn't keep them that high anymore. 4 up, 2 down. That's Vinnie. 6 up, 2 down. Carlos Vega. It's like 6-stroke rolls. Okay, those are like flam drags with a kick in there. Nice. 2 up, 1 down. Nice. Kind of a Mozambique beat. Great foot. Yeah. Can't release it. Hair toes. Yes. Okay, those are kind of, oh God, what are they? So it's like 6-stroke rolls with a kick in front of it. Kind of hard to play with when you don't have rebound. Nice go strokes, great view, match grip, front hand fulcrum there. Kind of bionish, more funk. Back in the days with the big old hole in the middle of the bass drum. Nice. Kind of is almost burying that left stick into the head. Oh! So it's kind of a 6/8 Afro-Cuban almost. Whoa! Fast singles. I think there's some 6 strokes in there. Yes! Sitting pretty low in those days. Cymbals very high. Oh, there it went. Gosh, that was awesome. Vinnie, God, one of the greatest drummers of all time, one of my favorite players. I had 3 spiritual drumming experiences in my life, ones that really moved me to tears. The first one was Chad Wackerman. The second one was Vinnie Colaiuta, and the third one was Horacio El Negro Hernandez when I saw him on video at a Modern Drummer Festival. I was fortunate enough in approximately 83 or 84, it was right around this time this video was shot, that I went down to a Percussive Art Society International Convention. It was in Hollywood, California. And I was studying with Jeff Hamilton at the time. Previously, I was studying rock drumming with Michael DeRozier, which is my roots, and then I got way into jazz. And actually went and saw Vinnie play at a clinic and was just completely blown away. I had this bass player named Tim Landers that played with him. I don't think he's alive anymore, but it was a bass drum duo with a cassette of some keyboard tracks of some stuff. And I remember recording it on a little cassette Walkman, and that was actually the inspiration for this band that I've been in for many, many, many years, called Ecstasy in Numbers, with my partner, guitar player Mike Manningly. So it was really from this particular clinic that I saw Vinnie play that just, I'd never seen anybody play the drums like that. It was just moved me to about tears. I couldn't believe how I felt. I was so excited and so inspired. So from then on, and prior to that, I actually saw articles in Modern Drummer with Vinnie when he was playing with Frank Zappa. And then it was actually from that clinic then on that I got extremely interested in studying his playing, with as many recordings as I could gather around those days, and really loved his stuff. Amazing, amazing drummer. I pointed out some of the stuff as we went through this. This was just the first time I've watched it. If I went back, I might catch a few more things. And certainly if I'm interested in really dissecting anything, I usually go up to the custom speed option. If you adjust the speed, there's a little gear shift, you hit that, and then on the top this says custom. Then if you click that, you can actually decrease the speed by like 5% increments. And just the other day I figured out this amazing Jeff Hamilton 4 by slowing it down to 75%, and then everything was really clear to me at that point. So these are really great devices with the YouTube to be able to slow things down so you can hear and see what's going on and decipher what these great drummers are doing. So Vinnie Colaiuta is probably the most advanced drummer rhythmically on the planet Earth. There's a really amazing book called The Unreal Book by Mark Atkinson, who played with Wayne Newton apparently, but he's a huge Vinnie Colaiuta fan and has transcribed apparently thousands of Vinnie solos or recordings. And so in this book, they go through some of Randy Waldman's CD. I'm trying to remember what it was called. The first one, he had a couple of them where Vinnie, all the charts are in the back of the book that Vinnie practically sight read and nailed on the first take. And there's so many things. He plays every subdivision from whole notes to 64th notes. I mean, the guy is a scientist with subdivisions. He goes, we just are all used to the standards, right? 8th notes, 8th note triplets, 16th notes, 16th note triplets in 30 seconds. Well, he gets into quins and seps and 9s and 11s and 13s and 15s and everything, and subdivisions within that. It's absolutely amazing. He studied with the great teacher Gary Chaffee, who taught at the Berklee College of Music, and apparently Vinnie was at the Berklee College of Music at the same time Steve Smith from Journey was. And Steve said he used to go out and watch Vinnie play when they were college students, and he said it was kind of like seeing Tony Williams sitting with the Beatles. Tony Williams apparently was Vinnie's favorite drummer when he got his first Gretsch kit, and he's been with Gretsch now for quite a while. He actually moved to Ludwig drums for a short period of time. And of course, they sound great. And then he had this custom drum company, I don't know what it was called, and then he went back to Gretsch. And anyways, that's a sidebar note. He's changed from Zildjian back then, Yamaha drums, and all kinds of changes as people evolve and grow. Their tastes change, of course, and then new gear has new sound options for them. But obviously, Vinnie is a very, 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 very busy studio drummer, probably one of the most in-demand session drummers in the world, playing with everybody, and from Metallica to Herbie Hancock to Sting, of course, some fabulous drumming work on Sting stuff. I love his playing with Alan Holdsworth. There's a great album with his drumming on there. And of course, he played with a lot of different musicians in a lot of different situations. Charisma is another really great one. So anyways, I got to see him play at the Baked Potato many years ago. It was like so full of drummers. And we're all just like sitting there trying to absorb as much as possible. And I actually did go up on the break and sit on his drum set. I was probably a taboo, man. I just figured somebody would just yell at me. But I've been able to sit behind Steve Smith's kit, Dave Weckl's set, and then I wanted to sit behind Vinnie's kit, because when you sit at their drum stool behind their setup, you really get a better understanding of how they can accomplish some of the things based upon proximity. There's a huge ergonomic factor to drumming, and when you play at such a high caliber level like a Vinnie, your setup has to be very, obviously easy and friendly to play. And he had this crash cymbal in a lot closer, and it was very interesting because the drums obviously had been played a lot, so they didn't sound quite as great over them, but they sounded amazing in context, just because they needed to have some tuning from playing them. But it was an amazing night. I'll never forget it. Anyways, I'm kind of going off on one of my very favorite drummers. He's a huge influence on me. When I had a review on one of my band CDs, the percussive notes called me a combination of Peter Erskine and Vinnie Colaiuta, which I thought was very complimentary because those are two of my favorite drummers. So anyways, I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in lessons, I got information about that. I can show you how to do all these things that most all these great drummers are doing. And then in addition to that, I got a cool Facebook group, and I also have some online courses for drummers. So check all that out. And until then, have a great day, and we'll see you on the next reaction and analysis video. Thank you. Bye-bye.